Hello everybody, this is ZephyrianNick, and welcome to Crypt of the Necrodancer, doing that in tune to the beat somewhat. This is a roguelike game where you follow the beat to build up combos, basically. And by combos, I don't mean the snack. What I mean is the, on the very bottom, you see like all those blue lines moving toward the heart. Once those get to the heart, basically you just hit the button. And I will go into zone 1 to show you. For a while I'll be doing this in hardcore, but I'm going to hit Alt to pause currently. The enemies that are currently around the map, like the green thing and the blue dude and the zombie skeleton thing. I think it's a skeleton. Spooky, scary skeleton. And hit toward them. Each time you move, they will move as well. But the thing is, at each beat, if you don't move, they will still move. So get close enough to them, just attack. Do it in the beat as well. Now, each one of them has set patterns, and how they attack you is by moving into you. Or, in some cases, how they would be moving to get to the tile that you're at is how they'll damage you. And yeah, it's a roguelike game where you go through and gather other items as you go along. And the mode I'm in right now is simply going through the zones, and all the items you'll find in these shops are much, much cheaper than they would be otherwise. Now, I'm going to save my bomb because I don't want to blow those up and get to a point where I wouldn't have a bomb for another thing later on. Oh, the broadsword, the jeweled dagger. I don't know what the jeweled dagger does, to be honest. I'm going to take the broadsword. Now, all the different items in the game, you pick them up by simply just walking over them. There we go, take those out. And the broadsword, you can see... Well, oh, I still have the dagger? I thought I picked up the broadsword. Well, that's a problem. But anyway, the broadsword will hit things that are in the area... just kind of to both sides of you. The little squares. The whip will kind of hit around corners. So, apparently, I've never really been able to use the whip properly because it very much goes in the direction that you hit it, unlike the broadsword, which is just kind of anything in front of you. There we go. Get him down. Now, I will be honest, I'm still not good at this game at all. You can see how many beats I'm missing. I'm normally really good with rhythm. However, right now, it's sort of a... I'm not good when it comes to applying rhythm into video games like this. Oh, I didn't mean to go through the door already. Bugger. But anyway, yeah, as you defeat a little mini-boss thing per area, you will go into the... whatchamacallit? The stairs to the next floor. I took dumb damage there. There we go. Ring of Charisma. Now, I'm actually going to place my bomb here. If you don't hit the beat right, you won't be able to move either. Now, this is a bit of a secret area room where you can buy some things as well. You can buy cheese, which restores health, and the empty heart container. Now, how this would normally work is... Oh, I don't have a... I'm dumb. I tried to place another bomb there. As you can see, there's a shadow of a bomb here, so I'll still be getting a shot from this side. Oh, look, a dragon! That happens sometimes. You'll come across random dragons. Which, the green ones aren't hard to kill, really. It's the red ones that are a problem. Everything in the game has a set pattern to it, but I have not figured out the pattern for red dragons yet. Now, I've also noticed that since I'm recording, my frame rate bounces between like 30 and 60. I'm used to playing it at consistently 60, and I will blame some of my difficulties on that fact. I'm not used to that. Now, if I were to go down that would bring me into another little, not really secret area, but it's a bit of a challenge area, I suppose. Full of other enemies. There we go. Now, those diamonds I'm finding, they're not used in this particular part of the game. Where they are used is once you head back to the lobby after you die, you can actually buy items that you unlock that allow them... Yeah, I'm sorry. The items that you will buy in that area are purchased with those diamonds, and that allows... Basically, it unlocks them to be used in this. In the actual game itself. Now, the pickaxe does not destroy those rocks, but the pickaxe is a bit more efficient than the shovel. The shovel is taking out the dirt. The base shovel cannot take out... Nothing can take out this gray rock, but can't take out these. The pickaxe takes them out in two taps. Now, there's other shovels, such as like the titanium shovel, that will take out those gravelly-looking rocks, these, ahead of me, in one swing. There's also some other... there's a very particular kind of one that will send you... Basically, once you destroy it, it'll automatically move you forward as well in the same beat. So it works pretty well as far as that goes. And I am sorry if my commentary is off with this. I've never done a rhythm-based game with commentary before. Alright, let's go to the next floor. Now, as the little note thing down below turns red, that signifies that you are approaching the end of the song. In each level, it's basically a different tempo. Now, these are glass items. I don't like the glass items because they kind of have, they're strong, but they have a random chance to break. Alright, I took stupid damage there. Oh yeah, also, the gold. I have a golden whip right now. The golden suffix actually causes them, I mean prefix, I apologize, causes things to drop more money. Now, I prefer the spears. Spears are some of my favorite weapons because they hit 2 spaces forward, just like that, like I did there. I still took down damage from the enemy that was not the Minotaur that appeared, the bat thing. Now, Minotaurs have a lot of health and they kind of chase you. Anyway, while I was going to say I like the spear. Like I said, they hit 2 spaces away. And the titanium spear does decent damage. I'm very much a big fan of the titanium spear. I think my favorite item class, though, is probably the rapiers. Now, what the rapiers do is they will hit from 2 spaces away. I mean, anything that hits from 2 spaces away will also hit from 1 space away. But with the rapiers, if you hit them with 2 spaces away, you will... Actually, speak of the devil, there's a rapier right there. I think it's a titanium rapier, too, but I'm not sure. Titanium rapier, bingo. Explorer's boots, I think that spaces out the map a bit more. I mean, spaces out, you can see more of the map. Not as much fog of war. Same deal with that bright torch. Now, the rapier. I will actually show you what I mean in just a minute. If you're 1 space next to something with the rapier, you'll just attack it normally. But if you're 2 away... I can't show you right there because that guy fell down. There we go. You'll hit them and also lunge forward a square. Ooh, golden spear. I'm not going to keep that, though. I will not use a golden spear. I'd much prefer to stick with this rapier. Again, because rapiers are my favorite weapons. Specifically, my favorite weapon is probably the blood rapier. I can't go down that. Now, if these are facing a direction, they will move you in that direction when you land on them. If you land on these, that thing that I just walked past, the skull, that's a spike trap. In this mode I'm in, which is not the hardcore mode, which most of my videos will be in hardcore mode, so I want to get some of the remainder of the things unlocked in the game first. But in hardcore mode, those will kill you in 1 hit, I believe. Oh dear, we just got to the boss. Alright. There we go. And we didn't kill the boss in 1 hit. Wow, this boss actually has very low amount of health. There we go. Well, actually, we just completed a thing on the first time I tried doing this. Now, that didn't take long at all. I will turn to the lobby. As you can see, we have the 4 diamonds. Now, if I were in hardcore mode, that'd be a lot harder and would take a lot longer. And this is where you go to purchase more upgrades. Right up here. Items will show up in the chests, Dungeon Master, and Merlin, which is basically magic items. Now, anything like the... I'll go up to the Dungeon Mat. Oh, that was a Ring of Peace. I don't know what this is, actually, to be honest. You know, I'm going to buy the scroll too, because if you go back into the dungeon, you lose all the diamonds you currently have on you. Everything's procedurally generated, so the more you play through it, the more of those you'll get, and the more you'll unlock things. I've actually purchased out all of his permanent upgrades. The permanent upgrades don't take place in hardcore mode, and if you actually give me a quick second, I want to try and work out what I can with the graphics. It doesn't seem I can, it doesn't really have any graphics settings. But, doesn't matter. Now, hardcore mode. True permadeath, you can see there's a timer in the bottom left. Lobby upgrades do not apply here, as you can see. I have 2 hearts instead of like the 5 I had last time. Enemies also deal more damage, so you really have to pay attention to their patterns more. Yeah, see that new kind of skeleton that takes more than 1 hit to, well, I'm sorry, yes, takes more than 1 hit to take out. Wow, these, I might have to change some of my recording settings when it comes to this game, simply because the changing from 60 to 30 is really bothering me. As you can see, if you go up in here, everything costs a lot more money than it did before. Also, your own bombs can kill you. You really need to be careful about that. There we go. Game was a filthy liar there. I did, in fact, press the button to move upwards. There we go. Keep moving this way. Yeah, this whole going from 30 to 60 thing is actually really annoying me. I'm definitely going to have to try and fix that. I don't really know how to fix that, though. I'm already playing in windowed mode. That would help it a bit. Oh. Now, if you move toward the skeleton when they have their hands raised like that, they will attack you then. These blue guys are only going to attack you if you're in the space where they would be moving into. There we go. See, I'm used to when it dips down to 30 like that, I'm used to how the game handles at 60, not at 30. And that's really throwing off my tempo right now. See, that's what they'll do. I would like to say I did that as an example, but I really didn't. That was just a mistake on my part. Ring of Regeneration. I'm assuming that brings back, and I think, oh dear. Yeah, but I just died. Alright, well, I think the Ring of Regeneration brings back health whenever you exit a floor, but I'm not sure. Not like a full heal, but brings back some. Now, that bat right there, bats are another enemy that I haven't quite gotten down the pattern for. Broadsword, yes, I can actually show that off a bit now. See, it hit down below like that twice. I forget what the purple one is. Oh yeah, if you bring in 50 coins, you can transmogrify one of your items into a different item. I assumed when I first started playing, I've only gotten a few hours into the game, so it still might be correct, but I don't know, that if you land touchdown on one of the item bugger. I don't know their timings well either. But on one of the item pedestal, not item pedestals, the little item things that were on the ground there to transmogrify a weapon, it turns into glass, but I don't know. Now, I think if you hit this, there we go. That gives you a different weapon. Now, the weapon I have right now is the blood bow. And I forgot about the blood bow when I was explaining my favorite weapon earlier. I forgot the blood bow is my favorite weapon. I've only gotten this once before now. And it was another hardcore fight too, so I'm very happy I got this here again. But the blood weapons, they're kind of like, think of them like the chalice from Splunky. You will eventually, as you beat down enemies, gain back health. There we go. As you can see, oh man, the frame rate's killing me here. I'm really, really gonna need to work that out. Thing is, I don't know what would be causing it, because there's really no reason for it. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. I didn't think he would be moving forward that quickly. I don't know why. But I just didn't. Alright, well, let's see what's here. Hopefully this will bring me to one of the kind of... This game has... Oh, this is what I was hoping it was. The game kind of has devil deals, like, very similar to Binding of Isaac. Where you trade health for items. That's a gold dagger. This is a longsword and armor. I'm just going to take the longsword. Now, the longsword is kind of a... It's basically like the spear. It'll hit two hits in front of you. Squares in front of you like that. Only, I believe the spear will penetrate enemies. The longsword does not, from what I'm aware. From 2 spaces away, it deals 20 damage. Not 20 damage, 2 hearts of damage. From 1 away, it only does 1 heart. There we go. Move up this way. Alright, hit you. I'm definitely going to experiment with different ways to record this. Definitely, because it's dipping down to sub 30 at times. And it never did that when I was playing it on my own. It's only while I'm recording it. Actually, hang on a quick second. Let me try closing out something. There we go. I also have something up in the background. Maybe that will have something to do with it? Hopefully. Hopefully that will fix it, because I've never recorded with a video going in the background. I had it on mute, so... Oh dear. It definitely seems to have affected the frame rate. So, you know what? I think that might have... No, wait. It still dips down to 40, at least. Which isn't much better. Well, I guess I'm going to have to live with it for now. Either way, let me get the torch in the backpack. These episodes, I don't know how many of them I'll make. And they definitely won't be terribly long. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Kind of on par with everything else I've been releasing recently. Aside from Isaac, which of course can just last for decades. You know, I'm really salty I died with the blood bow. The blood bow is an amazing weapon. Because it's a ranged weapon, as well as healing you. It hits from 2 away, but you know what? I have a thing for bows in games. There we go. Sometimes you get those large versions of the blue guys. Not particularly often, though. I've only found... see them every few runs or so that I try. We'll advance on to the next floor. There we go. I wish I could break that rock. As you can see, the music will change per floor as well. And that also changes tempo. Now, you can add custom music into the game, which, unfortunately, I will not be able to demonstrate that on camera at any point with any sort of copyright music, for, you know, obvious reasons. Oh. I don't know what the drum does, to be honest. I don't want to try taking that right now, because I want to... If I were to experiment with that, that would be in a non-hardcore run. See what's down here? Oh. Now, in the hardcore runs, that little... Oh, what's this? Titanium broadsword. I'll take the titanium broadsword. Oh, crumbs. I didn't see... I saw him, but I just didn't think that he would attack me for some reason. Alright, this will be the last run we'll attempt on this video. As you can see, the runs bugger. Dumb damage. The runs typically last about a few minutes. I mean, I think if you were to complete the entire game, it would last about 10 or 15. Definitely doesn't last long. I really wish I could just build up the combo longer, though. But if I had it in a steady 60 frames, I think I could build up longer than I currently can. I can't build up for long right now. Now, whenever you take hits like that, too, that cancels out your combo. As it should. Nothing up this way? Looks like there might be a room here. Ooh, a chest, too. What's in here? The fireball spell. This is actually a good thing to show off at the end of the video, because I wanted to hopefully get one of these at some point anyway. Now, I'm hitting the key with a rhythm. It's the wrong rhythm from the game because it ends up stuttering. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I didn't hit anybody with that, but that's what Fireball does. Fireball shoots a jet of fire to either side of your character. Very useful for taking out some enemies, including some bosses as well. Wish I'd been able to save it for here, for the dragon. Oh, but dragon's not really a big deal anyway. The green dragons aren't, at least. Oh, the monkeys. There we go. Monkeys, I've yet to be damaged by a monkey. I've been damaged because of monkeys before. Because you can't move when they're on your head like that. Oh, I forgot about this floor. Well, I just ran into a dragon. But yeah, this is basically a little challenge room. If you defeat them, you'll have a choice between 3 different chests you can open. And, well, the 3 chests. The red chest, I think a purple chest, and a black chest is what I got last time. I don't know if it's the same every time. But still, that will be the end of this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will try and do more of these. I want to figure out the frame rate issue before I record any more, though. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.